Do you ever sense that the extra stuff in your living space is slowly taking away your calm? If you're past 70 and fed up with all the mess, know that many others feel the same way. Speaking as someone who's guided families through health matters for years, I've noticed up close how those once loved belongings can turn into sources of tension, affecting your body, thoughts, and feelings, and gradually using up your strength. Take my friend Henry, for example. He nearly had a bad fall because of too many stacked items, and it started to rob him of his inner quiet. But there's a kind, helpful path to change this. In this talk, I'll share 5 key objects that shouldn't stay in a calm, simple-to-handle living area. Stay until the close, as you'll learn clear steps to take back your area, find harmony again, and enjoy the delight of a lighter, freer way of life. And don't skip the last vital tip on things tied to memories. It might help you ease your heart's weight in a big way. These ideas come from true stories, all aimed at your good health. Before we begin with the first one, if this sense of being buried under your belongings rings true for you, drop a quick yes in the comments. It shows we're all in this together. All right, let's move forward. First on the list, old documents and unused folders. We start with something that often sits right there, but goes unnoticed, quietly disturbing your ease. Old documents and unused folders, like piles of past payments, warranties that no longer apply, health papers you don't require now, and records from taxes long gone. They build up in spots like desk spots, storage areas, and even hidden under furniture, turning into a hidden pile of unfinished jobs that presses on you. Lots of people keep them due to that worry of, maybe I'll need it later. But looking at it from a mind wellness view, each time your eyes land on that messy bunch, your thoughts see it as something not done, creating a mild but steady pressure, even if you don't notice it right away. This goes beyond just the sheets. It's the load on your mind. As we grow older, our brains like clear paths more than confusion. The amount of these papers can seem too much, turning a basic job like locating a new coverage plan into a rushed search. It's not only about the room it takes, it's about saving your valuable thinking power. This hidden mess adds to that ongoing unease, the constant sense of not being able to unwind or needing to handle it soon. It turns your living space from a safe haven into an endless list of tasks, which is the opposite of what you want in these later years. Through my time helping older adults, I've seen how a tidy, sorted area often brings a steadier, more relaxed state of mind. For trust, keep in mind that money advisors and groups like the tax office usually suggest holding tax papers for around 7 years. More than that often just adds extra weight and unneeded concern. I recall a kind man named Henry, around 75, whose extra room was filled with containers from his past job, decades of files he planned to organize someday. He delayed it so much it seemed too hard. But over a few days, with aid from a close pal, they went through it step by step. Henry ended up destroying most of it, saving only a few important ones. He shared with me, "I feel so much easier now, like a big hidden pressure is gone from my back. Here's an easy way to start, and it's not as tough as it seems. Pick one quiet time in the day, play some tunes you enjoy, perhaps gentle melodies or old favorites that lift your spirits. Look at your folders one at a time. Items older than 7 years, like those past tax forms, can usually be safely destroyed, unless your money helper says keep them. Health papers and coverage plans that are outdated or replaced don't belong using your good space. Make one compact, easy-to-read holder or container for the must-keep things, like birth records, legal plans, travel papers, and active coverage. Then the key step. Allow yourself to release the others. Destroy them, throw them out, set yourself free. This honors who you are now and what's coming. Removing these documents isn't just about clearing a drawer. It's about dropping the weight of old times and turning your focus to today. You build a steady sureness from knowing where your key papers sit, without the drag of useless items. It's a major move toward everyday calm. Second, extra kitchen tools and repeated devices. Shifting to the cooking area, which should feel warm and central, we spot a common hidden troublemaker. Extra kitchen tools and repeated devices. Think of that backup hot drink maker, a couple of bread warmers, a mixing tool that quit ages ago, or special gadgets used once, like a pancake press or meat slicer. You might hold on to a spare heating box just in case, or because it came as a present. But truthfully, it's likely just collecting dirt. These things, even stored away, add clutter, you see, and bumps in your way. They shrink your cooking space, make it tougher to get around, and harder to keep spotless. On a useful level, it tires you out hunting for the good tool among broken ones or matching parts. As years add up, smooth movement and quick tasks matter more. A messy cooking spot doesn't just appear bad. It could cause slips or strain when grabbing items. It's about setting up your routine surroundings for safety, coziness, and the pleasure of making food. If you let out a breath when opening a storage spot or avoid meal times because finding tools feels like a fight, these unused pieces are adding to that annoyance. View it like this. Each tool should prove its worth by simplifying life or adding happiness. If it sat idle for a year or you forget its reason, it's time for a real self-talk. You merit a clean, working cooking area. There was a lovely lady named Grace, in her 80s, whose storage was bursting with old mixers and food choppers, each lacking a piece. When her child came by and kindly questioned them, Grace chuckled, seeing she hadn't touched most in forever. They used a full day to check what functioned and what could go to others. By day's end, Grace's cooking space seemed larger, lighter, and simpler to use. She caught herself grinning each morning while preparing her warm drink, loving the open, bright area she'd gained back. So try this straightforward action. Unplug all from surfaces and give a true review. Pull aside anything not working, old-fashioned, or swapped by something better. Be real. That grain cooker bought cheaply but never learned, the stirrer without parts, the pair of slow heaters for gatherings that didn't happen. They don't help now and just claim good room. Hand them to relatives, neighbors, or nearby giving spots. Let them help another person. You deserve a cooking area that aids you, not fights you. Dropping these items frees more than room. It cuts the daily brainwork to locate needs. When you open a spot and see only loved, used things, the whole area invites you more, brings peace. You'll feel drawn to make good food, tidy up fast, and savor home time. If these tips are helping and you're following along, please add 2 in the comments to show you're here. And if not yet, think about following and turning on alerts so you catch all our talks. Your backing keeps us making helpful shares to guide and uplift you. Third, packed closets and clothes not worn. Now onto storage spots for outfits. The third sneaky source of extra stuff, mainly for those over 70, is packed closets with clothes not worn. This means tops that don't sit right anymore, outer layers ignored for years, footwear that hurts, and add-ons stored and overlooked. It's simple for these to gather with ideas like, I could use it again, or keeping for fond recalls. A stuffed storage isn't just wasteful, it's a quiet drain on choices. Mornings bring a flood of picks, many unfit or uncomfortable, turning dressing into a surprising bother. This can wear down your sureness and vigor bit by bit. And really, no one wants that. As bodies shift with time, needs for outfits change too. Focusing on ease, free movement, and usefulness. Clinging to clothes that don't match your now self or daily ways holds on to old times that aren't here, which can quietly tire your feelings. If you breathe out heavily at your storage view, hunt hard for a good outfit, or think nothing fits with full racks, this needs a soft fix. My guidance. A tinier, carefully picked set of outfits gives more ease, not less. It eases mornings and ensures all you have feels great. Storing items away to gather dirt doesn't respect those recalls. It hides them. A picture often keeps a recall better than the actual piece. There was a man named Edward, early 70s, who at last faced his bursting outfit storage one cold season. He uncovered 3 same warm tops he'd lost track of, work bottoms too small now, and more neck pieces than used in 10 years. By sharing what he didn't need and sorting the rest with care, Edward gained room, found lost loves, and even encouraged pals to try it. He said it felt like fresh breaths after long holds. Here's a soft way. Empty all from storage spots. Set what you wear often and feel nice in. For others, ask truly, does it fit well? Does it lift me? Worn in past year? If no to any, time to release kindly. For pieces with deep ties, snap a nice image to hold the recall before sharing. Give usable to nearby aid groups, places of faith, or helpers for those in want. Offer liked head covers or neck wraps to dear ones who'll enjoy. You're creating room for now and good times ahead. A smaller chosen outfit set doesn't cut style or options. It means keeping only loves and uses, room for new recalls, less daily bother. Tidying becomes easier, dressing simple, feeling ready each day. You respect yourself by focusing on today. Next storage look brings grins, not breaths out. Fourth, extra seating and large decorations. The fourth usual trouble in long-lived homes is extra seating and large decorations that don't fit your current daily ways. Through life, it's easy to gather spare seats, side stands, showcases, and fancy pieces that once suited bigger groups or past tastes. As needs shift, those heavy big items can crowd your areas, make walking hard, and even risky. For safety, too much seating blocks paths, raising chances of stumbles and drops, which can lead to big issues. For use, it turns cleaning into a hard job, using up body strength. In looks, it shrinks rooms, adds wild feels instead of wide, steady, welcoming ones. Homes should change with us, especially later on. If your place still matches kid-raising days with big meals, but now mostly solo, it's not right. Your place should match now life, not past displays. If you hit items often, moving feels like a path game, or cleaning dread comes from so much to wipe and shift. These pieces add to daily upsets and body risks. I tell those I help. Walk slowly through rooms and feel it. Easy to go place to place. Have seating unused, like big meal sets for rare guests, or tall holders turned junk spots. Your home should aid you, making days simpler and nicer. A kind lady named Margaret, 70s, saw her main room crammed with handed-down seating from kin over years. Each had meaning, but all together made the space tough to use, walk, and heavy feeling. She chose to keep her cozy seat and small stand for morning drink, and shared the rest with kids and local helpers. Her place grew easier to handle, and she felt easier, freer, safer daily. So, next soft step. Spot the heaviest or least used pieces. Perhaps a lounger no one likes, or stands that hold papers and dirt. Ask, does it aid me? Help or block daily? If just room taker, think of giving to kin, selling, or sharing with appreciators. More you release, simpler to clean, keep, enjoy. Include large decorations too, big holders, figures, fake greens, or wall pieces. If they overwhelm now, okay to ease up. Hold few dear ones, remove others. Gift yourself calmer, open, easy walk home. This isn't removing home's warmth or recalls. It's choosing to back your ease, safety, wellness. Dropping extra seating and big decorations is caring for you and visitors. Cuts stumble risks, simplifies tidy, makes welcoming calm. Key, ensures home aids you, not reverse. If watching and these help, add 4 in comments. It tells us we're helping. If not, press follow and alert bell for more. Your help means much, keeps us sharing to guide and lift you. Fifth, memory-linked objects without current role. At last, and often the toughest for everyone, but more so past 70, are memory-linked objects that over time may not hold real spot or value in your routine. Think old notes of cheer, pictures faded in holders, presents from way back, trip mementos, or containers full of kids' drawings from young days. Through years, these treasures grow until they stuff hidden spots, roofs, and holders, making a load of past times that can overwhelm more than comfort. In feelings, keeping every bit can build unseen weight. It might keep you in yesterdays instead of fully here today. In space, they claim good areas, often hard to reach, so you seldom see them, missing their point. As we think back on full lives, the pile of these can daunt. Handling them stirs deep feelings, sometimes sadness for gone times. But key fact: real recalls aren't in things, they're in your core and tales. If guilt hits at dusty holders' sight or sorting thought brings fear, these aren't joyful but quiet feeling loads. You merit light, free feels. Releasing memory clutter doesn't wipe history or forget shaping people and times. No, it's picking to respect top recalls while softly dropping every bit hold. Your dear recalls stay in core and great tales, not just kept items. A fine man I knew, Thomas, early 80s, kept many holders full of kids' schoolworks, win cups, and warm notes from pals. He saw most untouched for years. With kind aid from his child, Thomas sorted gently, picking few that mattered most. They made a small recall area in his main room, showing best images and notes nicely. Rest he released softly, feeling relief and freedom that surprised and pleased him. Here's a warm way. Bring all memory items together. Hold each, ask truly, does this give joy or ease now? Fit in my life today? If yes, place it where you see and value. If no, release with thanks. Many like one small holder or shelf for best treasures. Good idea. Snap nice images of items to recall without keeping. Share with kin who value or pals. You free space and share legacy, enriching others. Lovely giving. Releasing can bring strong feelings, normal. Let yourself recall, think, and if needed, feel times pass. But freedom and ease from it give more room, in space and heart, to savor now and welcome new joys. You merit a home showing who you are today, not just before. By carefully picking memory items, you gift clarity, coziness, growth room ahead. Removing unserving is deep self-kindness and care. Now one key ask: what's one tiny promise you'll make to yourself post this talk to add more calm and simplicity to your living this week? Share in comments. Let's uplift each other. If this brought worth and ease, tap the like. To keep going together, press follow. It's joining a caring group. Last, pass this to someone needing these words today. Thanks for your time. Keep well, stay sharp, see you next.